The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will put total effort to crank us up. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Handoff to the lone back. Look out, he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to pass, it's Sellers. The quick out.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turns it on to midfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to be trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on! He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hubbard. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Sellers. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but it's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Farmer. Continues to fight for yards. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Knights have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jenkins. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll try the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Gamecocks getting set on first and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Harbor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quick completion to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Throwing right. Looking for the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front on the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They're going to test the right side with this one. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Jenkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Knights are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Farmer. Jumped on top of the pile.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
The Knights will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Jenkins.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Briggs. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Gibson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Unleashes one. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
UCF 21.
The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UCF! They take the lead with the 6. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Minnesota has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And wings it incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
To the air, it's Sellers. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They want to run it left here. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Knights! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
South Carolina, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's try to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Here's a quick throw after the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Release to the back. Makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Ashley. Oh, there's the ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Punt is in the air. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCF! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
36.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the air, it's Sellers. Well, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Harvard. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
On the move to his left. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Hawaii. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Takes the handoff. It's Gibson. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, UCF.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.